Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel The CA Junction. I am Ishita Jain and today we will be talking about a topic that has raised the eyebrows in the world of finance and education. But before we unravel the Byju saga, let us first understand the previous story and the bigger picture. Have you ever wondered what GDP is? Or how startups contribute to it? Well, stick around because that's where our journey begins. GDP or Gross Domestic Product is the heartbeat of our economy. Gross Domestic Product means all the goods and services that are produced in a country within a specific time period. Now, when it comes to the Indian economy, startups play a vital role. They boost innovation, create jobs, and inject vigor in our GDP. But what happens when a prominent startup like Byju's gets entangled in a controversy? Well, that's what we are going to talk about in this YouTube series called SYMPHONY, which is based on the articles written by my friend Tanish Kumar Sharma. So buckle up and hit the like button and ring on the bell icon. In 2011, Byju Ravindran embarked on a journey to reshape the landscape of online education in India. Driven by his passion for teaching and his aim for making learning more accessible, engaging, and interactive for the students, Byju's was founded. Using a unique approach that incorporated adaptive learning technology, he aimed at personalizing learning experience for students across the country. However, Byju's journey was far from smooth sailing. As the company expanded rapidly, it encountered corporate governance issues that began to erode its reputation. Allegations of unethical accounting practices, including inflational operational revenue and mishandling of user data, tarnished its image. Deloitte, the company's auditor, resigned, citing delayed financial statement submissions, while independent directors of the board left it. These issues resulted in defaults on loans, counter lawsuits against creditors, exposing the pressing need for a robust corporate governance. The emergence of COVID-19 pandemic brought a mixed bag of opportunities and challenges for Byju's. The sudden shift towards remote learning created a surge in a demand for online education platforms. Byju's introduced live classes on its app, replicating the traditional classroom environment, and it attracted millions of students. Aggressive acquisitions further solidified its position, with the $300 million White Hat Junior deal and fundraising campaigns during the pandemic bringing billions of dollars into the company's reserves. In June 2021, Byju secured a funding round that valued the edtech giant at $16.5 billion, surpassing Paytm as the most valued startup in India. This was followed by an increase in valuation to $22 billion in July 22 after the successful funding round. However, in May 23, BlackRock cut Byju's valuation by 62%, resulting in a new valuation of $8.4 billion. This followed a previous valuation cut to $11.5 billion by BlackRock just a month earlier. It all started in 2022 when the company announced plans to lay off 2,500 employees. The CEO apologized to the employees, saying he was truly sorry, but added that the macroeconomic conditions forced the company to take such a difficult decision. Byju's also started a fresh round of layoffs in which 1,000 employees across departments were axed. This was done to further cut costs. While layoffs across technology companies were not uncommon last year, recent reports indicate that Byju's is looking at cutting more jobs to save costs. It has also been revealed that company has asked its employees to resign voluntarily without any prior communication. A recent report indicated that hundreds of employees found on June 16 that it was their last working day. Their email addresses were discontinued and their identity cards were confiscated. Byjus has also been accused of not paying its employees the Provident Fund since the month of October 2022. It took a statement from the EPFO board member Raghunathan KE to calm the situation. Byjus is also facing heat from the ED after the agency conducted searches and seizures at 3 of its premises in Karnataka's Bengaluru in connection. This was a result of a case lodged against Byjus Ravindran and his company, Think and Learn Private Limited, the parent firm of Byjus under the provisions of the FEMA Act. Further, the company has also remitted Rs 9,754 crores to various foreign jurisdictions during the same period in the name of overseas direct investment, said the agency. It was also revealed that the company booked around 944 crores in the name of advertising and marketing expenses, including the amount remitted to foreign jurisdictions. Byju shot to fame during 2 dreaded pandemic years when demand for online learning skyrocketed. It quickly surpassed its competitors to become India's most valued edtech brand. It invested heavily in scaling up operations both in India and across the globe. Backed by deep-pocketed investors who were confident about the future of the edtech sector, Byjus became India's most valuable startup in 2021 with an astounding valuation of $22 billion. That year was probably Byju's best in terms of toppling competition, fundraising, business expansion and growth. But as the pandemic-fueled demand for online education started fading, Byjus faced a crippling slowdown, forcing it to cut costs and maybe some corners. The accumulating allegations combined with decreased demand for online learning and technical glitches pushed Byjus into a crisis. The company's financial situation deteriorated and the investors began losing confidence. Byju's stock, once India's most valued startup at $22 billion, saw its valuation down to $5.1 billion. Key investors such as Process NV significantly reduced their stake. However, CEO Byju Ravindran remains optimistic about the future. At a virtual town hall, he said, "The best of Byjus is yet to come." Will Byjus be able to overcome the storm? Only time will tell. So, if you like watching about such financial stories, subscribe to my channel The CA Junction for more. Thank you for watching.